What is good, everyone? Whoever even watches these, I don't even know. But I haven't uploaded a recap since, my God, 5 days ago. Yeah, so it would have been on Friday. I think that's correct. So technically, this would be, I think. Well, the ninth was on Friday, so this would be plus. I think so. This would be day 14. Whatever. It'll be in the title, but Friday was the ninth. I'm requesting a max payout with Lucid on one of my accounts. I don't have the other ones anymore. I kind of gambled my first payout. I just wanted to build a fat buffer on at least one of the accounts. At least, I mean, I tried on the rest. Kind of gambled, but I'm gonna get this max payout. I'm gonna get allocated with other firms, and then my next payout, I don't have to on each of my accounts do this. I can just normally trade how I trade. And it's kind of unfortunate because I lost once this week, and on the one loss I took a win directly after that. So it does kind of suck because this week would have been a huge week if I would have had more accounts. But yeah, I'm gonna request $2,000 today. I don't know what firms I'm gonna buy more. I just hate Top Step. They have really fucked me over in the past, like a lot. And I don't know. Possibly Tradeify. I know they're really expensive. Obviously, I'm gonna buy more Lucid accounts. And I think that's maybe it for now. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go with Apex. I don't know. I've never actually gotten a payout with them. I bought two of their accounts. Funny thing, if you want to say that this didn't happen, send your phone number in the comments and I'll send it to you. But I actually passed two of their accounts like a month or probably like a month and a half ago, and I never ended up just activating the accounts because I'm like, bro, I just didn't want to go through with Apex and deal with all the rules, and I'd have to size differently with all my accounts because they were only 25Ks. But yeah, so I did secure a 2K payout unless they somehow deny it. I don't see why they would deny it. I did nothing wrong. The only rule that they do have is you can't make like 2,000 or more dollars in like a couple seconds, but I was nowhere near breaking that rule. But yeah, let's get into today's price action. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Okay, so coming into today, if you look at the 4 hour time frame, we were inside of this 4 hour gap. We took out this 4 hour intermediate low. Hourly obviously is going to look pretty similar. 15-minute off of open. I should go to the 5-minute actually first. We did kind of have this low resistance liquidity here, but if you just look at the 4 hour time frame, if I'm expecting us to be bullish, I don't really give a shit about this low resistance liquidity that we built up inside of this wick. And honestly, I had the same thought process going into the morning. So at 9:30, we opened up a 15-minute gap. I'll skip to 9:30 here. We ended up opening up a 15-minute gap, ended up trading into it lower, and from there, I was looking for longs. So what do we end up doing? We make a 1-minute gap here, and I was saying I was 100% willing to take longs out of this 15-minute gap. I'm just going to get rid of this 15-minute gap for now. You can visualize it's right around here. Okay, from here, we did displace lower. Obviously, we didn't get this 1-minute inverse, so I didn't take the trade. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention, we did have a pre-market SMT at this low. Usually, and I tell this to my students and the people that watch me live trade, I don't really give a shit about pre-market SMTs most of the time. And I've always said this, same thing as PB, who I learned from. These pre-market SMTs don't, like, they usually don't hold. It's like right here, we took them out, and off of that, we had a 3-minute gap above. We had, I don't think there was a 4-minute. No, there was no 4-minute. But we ended up taking out this sell side. On top of that, we ended up putting in a SMT, pretty big SMT as well. Putting in the SMT, we got a 30-second inversion to the upside around here. I ended up getting filled like right here, which is fine. My stop loss was right at these body lows at the bearish candle body closure. And if you look pre-market, we just have a bunch of built up sell side liquidity here, or sorry, buy side. Main thing is if you look at the 1 minute, I noticed I marked this out pre-market. I was live this morning on YouTube, but I had marked this out pre-market. We had a swing high here and a swing high here, like a couple ticks within each other. So this was my main buy side target. We also, if you look at the higher time frame, this was, I think it was like inside of the hourly gap. Yes, it was a high inside of an hourly gap. And yeah. But what ended up happening is, I'll go to the 1 minute time frame here. So if you look here, this was where I was willing to take most of my profit off if ES had hit this point right here. Because ES, obviously, it made a bullish SMT, making a higher low. So most of the time, ES, almost all the time, ES is going to end up trading higher and taking out buy side liquidity targets before NQ does. It happens. That's just how it is. I don't know if it's always going to stay that way, because that's how I think most people trade, unless the algorithm changes. But what ends up happening is, and this was also my break-even point. This 1 minute intermediate high, highs high in this gap. You could have went break-even at this internal high. You still wouldn't have got stopped at break-even, but this was the start of the 3-minute gap as well, I think. Or no, this was the start of the 3-minute gap. So if you wanted to go break even here, honestly, a really, really, really nice break even if you were to take that trade and go break even there. But what ends up happening is, if you look at ES here, we end up taking out this high that I had mentioned already at 947. So as soon as we took this out at 947, which is this bullish candle here, I ended up exiting like right here, mid candle. As soon as we took it out, ended up getting filled for about a 1 to 3. I actually think I got filled a little bit less. I think it was like right around here, but ended up getting filled there. I know another, honestly, not like horrible trade, but we made relative equal highs on the S&P 500 towards London. But if you look at NQ, we ended up trading into this pretty premium 15-minute. So all it does is make this trade just less probable. I only trade NQ. I don't take trades on ES. So, I mean, London is a pretty far target away from this actual entry. Maybe you could have got your 1-to-1. But I'd said this in live time. I was only going to go break even if I were to actually take this trade if ES took out London high. We actually never ended up doing that. So you'd have gotten stopped out. But I mainly only take one trade a day. If I win, I will almost 100% guarantee you I'll only take one trade the whole entire day. But we ended up sweeping out this low inside of this 4-hour gap, moving higher, and then the rest of the day we just continue to dump. I don't really care about the rest of the day. I did end up mentioning a trade possibly towards this. We traded. I don't have it marked out right now. We traded into this new week opening gap that we made this week. All I did was mark out, and we left relative equal highs on the S&P 500. All I did was mark out to get this level. It's not going to pop up, but it was around right here. It was the not -2, but to the upside, or -2 level to the upside, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. But it landed right about there. And if you look at ES, we have London high right about there. I mean, possibly by the end of the day, could we hit it? Yes. Generational run of low resistance liquidity, but I already took my really nice trade for the day. So yeah, that's the recap for today, and I'm ready to get this payout, and hopefully in April I can run up fat payout. Like, I don't want to say nothing because I'm going to be clowned if I don't hit it, but who knows? Hoping 5 figures.